Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms 14 on the Mysterious JG. Last time we didn't really get to gameplay, I was vamping. But we're going to get to it this time. Before we do, just a little bit more information on where we're starting. Just in terms of Sun Tzu. We saw the story last time. That Sun Tzu, who was a subservient officer to Yuan Shao, or Yuan Shu, excuse me, but he comes from the Sun clan, who claimed to be descendant from Sun Tzu, the guy who wrote The Art of War, who's, you know, part of China's ancient past by the standards of this game. And he believes that his family, like, you know, he claims ancestry from the family that used to run Jiangdong territories and blah, blah, blah. His dad, Sun Jin, was one of the most successful warlords when fighting against Dong Zhuo. But Yuan Shu, who technically is over Sun Tzu now, kind of undermined Sun Jin. Sun Jin still, however, managed, and I think it was either Chang'an or Luoyang. I think the imperial capital was Luoyang, and then they retreated to Chang'an after the alliance broke through at Hulao Gate. And if I'm right, that means that Sun Jin's forces are the ones who finally captured Luoyang, which had been burned down. Another atrocity by the despot Dong Zhuo. He burns down the imperial capital while he's retreating from it. Sun Jin's soldiers find the imperial seal, the jade symbol of imperial office, in a well in Luoyang. He pays those soldiers well and swears them to secrecy and keeps it for himself, and then he begins to lead his troops back to his territories. In his march, he passes through the territories of Liu Biao. Liu Biao is working for Sun Shu, or Yuan Shu. Yuan Shu, I guess he's working, I don't know, I get confused about who worked for whom, but it's either Yuan Shao or Yuan Shu, one of the Yuans. Here's the rumors that Sun Jin has the imperial seal, and asks Liu Biao to stop Sun Jin as he's passing through his territory and demand that it be handed over. Sun Jin lies. He claims he does not have it, and when Liu Biao calls him out on being a liar, Sun Jin plays the affronted noble warrior and swears that he's going to get revenge. Sun Jin eventually does. He gets past Liu Biao, but eventually he comes out and attacks Liu Biao to get revenge for the insult of being called a liar, even though he was being a liar. Sun Jin dies during a failed assault against Liu Biao, and now Sun Tzu, who's not old enough or powerful enough to really have his own force, becomes a subordinate of Yuan Shu, because he doesn't really have his own army to be independent. But as we saw at the beginning of the last video, one of the beginning actions of this scenario is Sun Tzu inherits the Jade Seal from his father Sun Jin when he dies. Sun Tzu, he doesn't give a fuck about the Jade Seal. He's not one for, like, manifest destiny or mandate of heaven. He believes that if he wants to conquer China, he's going to have to build up an army and conquer China. It's not going to magically happen because he has a chunk of jade. But he also believes that he also knows that Yuan Shao is a deluded dumbass who thinks Yuan Shu Shao kind of is too. He knows Yuan Shu, his boss, is a deluded dumbass. He's got delusions of grandeur. He thinks he's destined to be the emperor. So he trades the imperial seal for independence and his own troops. That's why we are allied right now. But as soon as the alliance times out, I can try. I don't think I'm going to be able to stop Sun Tzu from turning on me. It's going to happen. Anyway, let's actually take some actions here. First of all, let's save the game. And I'm saving over everything that I tried to do for this game previously. Because it kind of fell apart. It's not that it fell apart. I made one or two minor mistakes, one of which was particularly embarrassing, and I'll talk to you about it later. I'm not going to hide it. But the real problem is that I just lost a whole video. So, because if we were on normal mode, I would easily be able to march out of Runan and take Xinye. I would easily be able to march out of Shochun and take Xuchang, which will greatly change history. There's a lot of historical events that are supposed to play out here that depend on Cao Cao holding Zhuchang that will be short-circuiting. But I want Zhuchang. And I could also march out and take Guanling. On hard mode, Guanling is probably ours if we want it. Everything else, somebody else is going to attack it and take it first. So let's... So I will say that last time I marched out on my very first turn towards Jinye, but somebody else got there before I could. So what I'll do right now is I'm going to march. I'm going to try, but I'm going to back off right away if it's not going to work. So we will send someone with the crane formation, because the crane formation is the one that can... crane formation... Excuse me. Actually has the widest conquest range. It grabs the most territory when you're just suppressing territory. High occupation range, suitable for area suppression and vanguards. So we are going to march out 2100 because that'll give us enough for a conquest range of 3. And we are going to try to take this city before Liu Biao's force can. Leave this situation to be. So Toll Panzer could potentially be the first one to take a city if we can beat Liu Biao to taking it. Because ideally, I would like to take... I mean, in an ideal world, we take all of these cities and we just have Liu Biao, but we can't isolate Liu Biao to being on the other side of the Jiangdong here. He's already got Jiangjia. But it would be nice if Jiangjia was by itself over here and he didn't have a 2-city foothold on this side of the river. That being said, he's got like 7,000 troops in this city. We just marched out of here 13,999. Am I reading this wrong? That seems like we've got a lot of troops. 50,000. I'm already confused about what that first number means. 50,000 is the max. There are 1,900 in the city. Okay, I'm not sure. But now we got 30,000 here. And there's nobody in Guanling or Zhuchang. So, we are also going to march on the very first turn towards Zhuchang. This is probably not going to work, but we're going to try. We're going to send out... We're going to auto... We're going to go for... Salt, but we're gonna make a couple of changes here if I can. Don't know how to remove you. Okay, cool. R3 cancels just you, not the whole group. Okay. So now what I've got is Vulture Bobo in the ring formation, which I believe makes him really good at defense. We've got Shootin' Yamao and Don Everstar in fish, which will make them... They have really good assault and defense. Leah's grandma will be using arrows. And all dragon will be using arrows. So, we're going to want to add a good siege unit. And didn't we say that Sun Da here? Yeah, he's going to go in with the catapult. Attacking base troops and base durability. This is reducing durability. We're going to send him in with the catapult. And I want to max out the troops. So this means that we are taking a total. I got rid of Falger for a reason. We're sending out 6, 9, 12, 15, 18K to attack. And that's going to include groups that can fight against enemy troops and a catapult unit. And they are going to march towards Xuchang and try to short circuit the game. Vulture Bobo, I consider the leader of the vanguard here. The other thing I want to do is send out Falger. In the crane formation. I got anybody else that I can send out in the crane formation? Do I know the crane formation? Or maybe Vulture Bean knows the crane, or maybe, oh, I didn't, I was about to say I could send out Jaxors, but I didn't make it Jaxors this time. Well, who else has, is that a Dajun? Might want to just stay in the capital. Send Dajun. Also in the crane formation. And they are going to take Guangling, grabbing territory along the way. It's a great honor to receive your command, eh? Now we have very few orders left. We're going to reach a point where I don't have to spend every order we have on every turn, but that's going to take a little while before we get there. For now, let's go to people, reward. We've got quite a few people who I'm gonna pay money every turn to people whose loyalty is below 95. Because they give you everyone whose loyalty is below 100. Loyalty below 95 is sufficient. This takes one order, and it's going to cost me 800 gold to boost loyalty for people whose loyalty is low, which currently includes most of the created officers who just got here. Most of them. We can see I'm unhappy, Vulture Bean is unhappy, Lethal's unhappy. We've got Chenlon and Li Bo. Sorry, I'm not good with these names. But everybody else is a created officer. So we will spend one order to get those people happy. And the other thing we could do... So he's using trickery. The amount of gold and supplies requested during foreign negotiations is decreased. That's not a great warlord policy. Let's get a new warlord. And as far as I know, there's no point in using a warlord whose policy isn't at level 5. We get Schumann Yamao to be our warlord, produce the effect of all battle policies. Don Evenstar, produce the effect of all personnel policies. Da Jun. I'm noble. Speed of development due to area overseers is increased. I like that one. That's why I gave it to myself. Similar thing I've got for, it's not noble, it's promote areas. Same thing for Vulture Bean. This is domestics for the people. Produce the effect of all domestic policies. Why is the cost of this 7? I'm not sure why the cost of that is 7. Here's for the people, 10. Produce the effects of all domestic policies. And we might just make Mali our, because the domestic policies, that's pretty dang good. Support policies. Is there a way that I can quick see what the different policies are and figure out the correct policies? Is that a thing that's going to show up here? Appointing a warlord. Higher intelligence warlord, the more accurate their advice on such matters as people, foreign, and plots. Oh. So we do want somebody with really high intelligence. Policy. Okay. The battle policies are things like strengthen different formations and stuff. Support policies give you things like moving, like less consumption. Schemes. Domestics increases speed of development, increasing public order, increases morale. I like domestics. I like that a lot. Personnel, orders increased. That seems like a problem now. It won't be later. So I think I want somebody with really high intelligence and for the people. And that's going to end up being a created officer, I'm sure. Intelligence. Sorry. You have event, expanded castle walls, whatever. Pen and sword. Intelligence of 95 for the people. Congratulations, Aghamarand. You are going to be the new warlord. Oh, I should be war chief, but this guy will be instead. Yes, my liege, the role of warlord will be in good hands with me. I'll keep my eye on the situation. I guess he's got an eye patch. Alright, well, there you go. We don't have that many orders to spend on this first turn. Every time we send an officer out marching with troops, it takes 1 order. So that big group of officers moving towards Xuchang is going to take a lot of orders. Why would I send that many officers towards a city with nobody in it? Well, I think we're going to find out in a second that that was a good move. Everybody else putting in their orders. I will inspire and stuff. You can see Liu Qi, known for his hacking cough, is already heading for Jinye. So is that Kiao Miao? Yuan Shu, Shi Ji has been appointed Lieutenant Governor by the Imperial Court. The reports of powerful personnel show you. Please take a look at it. And we are spending golden supplies as you might expect. So is that Tiao Mao? No, it's Kaijun. Either way, it doesn't look like we're going to get to Jinye before they do. I guess we'll try. But yeah, it looks like they're going to beat us to Jinye, which means Tolpanzer, I do not want to go to war with Liu Biao, and that's what's going to happen if we attack Jinye. So we'll get down here and probably... Or do I want to just give up right now? I think I want to give up right now. I think... Tolpanzer, I have great faith in your abilities, buddy, but I think... Can I, is there any way I could, like, move the view? Yeah, we'll just start using you to conquer territories, because that increases our economic power and stuff. The more zones we hold, the better. So we just put you, I just ordered you to head over here in the hopes that that would, oh, I'm not even going to set that relay point. Just head up here and then start using the auto. Conquer the designated area with patrols. You can use auto to conquer from there. Alright. So we're going to have Da Jun head for Tangqi. And from there, she can head into Wangling, Port Hailing, conquer. Basically, she's just going around grabbing those things and slowly expanding our influence. Because when you hit one of these, like, we start out with all this pink territory, but, like, if I actually march straight to Zhongli, we would just have a little strip of pink up to there. We wouldn't actually get the benefit of controlling this whole area. Folger is going to, now that we've got them out and about, he will march to Jiangdo as a relay point, and then he will take over Guangling and start actually governing it, while Da Jun just kind of keeps stuff moving. We got 6,000 troops here, not enough to hold off an attack, but it would be enough to deal with, you know, bandits. And you guys are all marching as one towards Yuchang, which apparently is all that's going great. Nobody seems to be attacking anything, right? Meanwhile, you guys are... What are you doing? Oh, they're taking over Li Yuan. That's interesting, because I actually, when I was playing this the other day and threw it and ended up having to toss it, they never did take this over. Like, I kept being tempted to take it over and realized if I did, it would, like, push me even faster towards being at war with these guys. In, like, my thing I did months ago, goofing around, they got hostile and kept taking Port Riju, and eventually I was like, fine. Like, I just, in my mind, the natural border was here on the water, but yeah. Okay. So let's get some people actually set up to be in charge. The recruitment overseer, because you are already, these guys are already on missions. You're the warlord, but I think you could also be a recruitment overseer. Doesn't have the summoner skill, though. So it'll cost 1,000 a month, but we'll have actual troop increases. And then a training overseer. And somebody who's not already on the march. He will cost 300 a period, and will increase morale. Meanwhile, in Runan, we'll get not area government, not yet. Want to get recruitment overseer is probably going to be lethal. Yep, because he's got the summoner skill. And training overseer, Toll Panzer's already at work. It'll be Mali. Thought it might be Samuel Parr, but it actually won't be. Why is our why are you costing so much a month? And would somebody else be cheaper? Like if I put Earl King in charge. No, it probably has to do with how many troops are in the city. Not sure. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the officer. It's $10.50 a month for Agham, and if I gave the job to Feng Shi, who would be terrible at it, it would be $10.50 a month. We go to 6448. $6,819. $6,762. Okay. Doesn't seem to care. Now you are already doing something. 6406. Aha. Yes. So if somebody is already acting, doing something, their effectiveness is halved in this role. But he's already, if he's already the warlord, that doesn't count as acting, I guess. Sure. All right. Now we have area government. I don't want to use all of my orders here. But I will use all of my orders here if I assign somebody to all of those territories. So let's wait a second. People. We were told to... I'll tell you what, there's a couple of good officers that we should try to get. Like Liu Hua is free and he has good stats. He would be worth having. Fang Xiao should have no problems. Let's give it a try. Same thing goes for... We might fail, and if we do, they'll probably never want to join us. Like, trying every turn to hire them won't really work, but Zhao Kong is pretty good. We should be able to expect good news from Froxus Milok. We were told to search Shochun, which is supposed to have some kind of super officer. Vulture Bean should be able to report good news. We will pay gold, extra gold, to those who have loyalty of less than 95, which there is only 2 this time. And they are both created officers. That leaves us with 3 orders. So let's actually just do area government here. Now this is where I could use a little help. There's auto appoint. I don't know what Concord is. I get a little confused here because you can pick an overseer like if we put Par Samuel in charge, he's got Commerce 9, Conquer Land 5. I mean, I guess gradually we take over more land. Just by governing land, you bleed into land that's nearby. I'm not sure how that works. Really not that sure. But I guess we should just make some decisions here. Maybe I can get some information on that from the information menu. Because the help menu is pretty limited, but then you go to information. Area. Oh. Other is probably what I want. Traits, doctrine, policy? Policy, maybe. No. Not policy. Building. No. Traits? No. Not really. Maybe it'll be under health. Where should I begin? Increased loyalty, lifespan. Basic, okay. Advices. Base is a generic term for cities and gates. Strategy, dual destruction. It's really not helping here, is it? Alright. I want to just get this wrapped up and call it a video. So, when you go to domestics and you set area government, you can put somebody in charge of each area. And they rate commerce at a certain rate, agriculture at a certain rate, barracks at a certain rate, but I'm not super sure what each of those actually does. Commerce means you get more gold, I'm sure. Agriculture means you get more food. Barracks, I guess, increases order? Or does it increase troop counts and how quickly they replenish? I'm not sure. And then conquer land, I'm even less clear about. So, if we put Samuel Parr in charge, we have to choose a development priority. He's saying increasing supply income will foster more citizens and soldiers. How about putting effort into agriculture? So if we put them on commerce, our gold income is going up, public order is going up, supply income is going up, troop income is not going up. Conquer land is 10. Agriculture. Or barracks. Doesn't seem to change anything, does it? Except that our barracks could reach level 2. But he's saying that he thinks we should do agriculture, even though he's better at commerce. Agriculture is kind of the one I'm least interested in. Let's go with barracks for now. Oh, but I didn't put him in charge. Here, who has not acted? Well, let's see. You've got these guys have really high stats, but they're already doing something. Can they? Do I want to put somebody else in charge instead, though? Toll Panzer's out there doing stuff, so his stats are quite low. If I wanted to say, get barracks up really high, it would be Mali, followed by, yeah, let's just go with barracks for right now. So these guys are good at everything. He's kind of terrible at agriculture, actually. He's not bad at commerce. Our supply income, gold income, and order is all going up by having these people in charge. And that uses up... Cute little girl, Molly, is telling us about people and stuff. But that used up all of our orders. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a video, and when we come back next time, I won't save until after I've made sure this video actually takes. And when we come back next time, we'll continue to march on Chang'an, and we'll continue. It takes a little while at the beginning to get all this just sort of organized, but we'll continue with each turn. We'll use our orders to actually put people in charge of our different districts and have better income in our city.